The former director of the Substance Abuse Secretariat and a representative of the National Council of Public Affairs on Drug Dependence, NCPAD, has issued a call for national solidarity in addressing the island's drug abuse crisis. Stressing that drug addiction impacts all aspects of society, he stated that tackling this issue requires collective responsibility transcending the efforts of any single organization. He believes that a coordinated nationwide response is essential to meaningfully reduce drug dependency and its associated social challenges.
It's really a nation concern, which is our motto. We believe that times have changed, and what may be successful yesteryear may not be the same today. So we need now to develop new measures, new strategies, new approaches to address the factors that impact upon us when it comes to substance and drug abuse issues.
To combat the issue effectively, he suggested the development of new strategies and the re-evaluation of current approaches. He called for more innovative and targeted measures to address the various factors that contribute to drug abuse on the island, which he believes has become a complex, multi-layered problem. This approach, he asserted, must take into account not only prevention and education, but also the rehabilitation and reintegration of those affected by addiction.
We sometimes blame the young people and say, because they're young, they're doing this, they're doing that. But what have we as adults left for them? What example? Because St. Lucia is a young population. And when you look at the age group, 51% of our population are young people, 19 years old. So which means our workforce is limited, and our older persons who are the guardians of our society are no longer there to provide that kind of bulwark. So we need to be able to rightly look at other approaches, whether they're coming from within or from external forces. We do know that we need to address those issues and do them ASAP.
Contrary to the common perception that youth are primarily to blame for the rise in drug use, he highlighted the role of adults who bring drugs into the country. The former director pointed out that while young people are often the most visible victims of drug abuse, the adults involved in the illegal drug trade bear a significant responsibility for the issue. Addressing the supply side of drug abuse, he argued, is as important as tackling demand, and it requires stricter oversight and stronger enforcement.
I always have this penchant for the way we talk about the youth and address the youth. The people who bring in the drugs, who are they? You think it's young people? No. The business people, they're the ones who bring in the container, who are able to pay certain persons at the port. Not the young people, those who have the accountants and who have all the degrees, etc. So we need to be able to address our adult and have an adult conversation as to how we are affecting our person. The guns in Viewfort, in Marigot, and in these other places, not just young people. Who are the barons who are putting those instruments of death in their hands? So this is really calling for an adult rather than a youth moment. Yes, our children and our school system, we need to be able to understand, okay, who I am, get the pride in us as a country, as a nation, and to be able to call government, the NGOs, to have this round table talk to address the issues. I don't think any one particular agency can address it effectively.
His remarks have reignited discussions on how St. Lucia can foster a more robust, multi-sectoral approach to curbing drug abuse. By involving law enforcement, health services, educational institutions, and community organizations, he hopes to see the island develop a holistic and proactive response. He believes that only through collective accountability and innovation can St. Lucia hope to make lasting progress in the fight against drug abuse. For Choice News Now, I am Kenise Baptist.